Hey guys, it's Lena. I needed to go over a few things with you for summer school, and there was no time to do this before school was out, so I decided to do a video for you so that I could go over a few things with you that you need to know, and hopefully you'll get some good information out of this quick video. The first thing I want to go over is just some basic teacher information. One of the things I need you to do for middle school and elementary teachers is on the first day, you're going to have some information in a folder. Everybody's going to get a folder for the first day of school. Elementary school, middle school teachers are going to get a folder from Mr. Andrade, and I'm going to slide some important information in there for you. And high school teachers, you're going to get a folder from me. And this paper is going to be in there for elementary and middle school teachers. And this is a paper that they're going to sign, their parents are going to sign, and they're going to return to school. Now, if they don't return to school, it does not mean that they're not going to abide by the things on this paper. It just is going to inform their parents of the things that are happening at school. For one of the things is the 90% rule. The other thing is abiding by dress code, which is going to be different than we've had in previous years of summer school. It's not going to be a more relaxed dress code. It's going to be the same dress code we follow in the student code of conduct throughout the school year. Things we're going to be watching for are things that are shorts that are too short. We're not bringing caps to school, wearing caps at school. Flip-flops, slides, Crocs, beach-like shoes, those kind of things. We're going to go ahead and have the same dress code as during the school year. So as you get those back, if you would collect those and then turn those in to me each day or at the end of the week, I'll be checking with you on these forms, and they look like this. So I'll have these forms in your folders for you to send home on the first day. And if you would review that with your students so they understand what's happening here, we greatly appreciate that. The next thing is copiers. Just like any other year, you're going to bring paper from your campus because we don't all share the same paper. We all get an allotment and we use that from our campuses. I will bring paper over for elementary teachers, and middle school and high school teachers bring it from your campus, and I will be set up in the conference room. So if you want me to hang on to that stuff for you, I don't mind having designated areas in there and separate it out. When you do use the copy machine, go ahead and take that paper back out because it's kind of like gold. You're going to want to hang on to it because when we're out, I guess we're out. If you need more at any time, I can probably get my hands on some more from your campuses. I don't mind working with you on that. Computer labs. Each campus is going to have a designated computer lab for use, and elementary school, our lab is 207. Ms. Hart will be running the computer lab for us. Middle school is 217. I believe that's Ms. Timms. And high school for credit recovery is room 205. Timesheets. Timesheets are going to be done a little bit differently this year. They're going to be housed in Ms. Baker's office, and you will sign in or out. Doesn't matter what time you sign, but you're going to sign your timesheet in the office, and they're going to be kept in this green, I'm having a hard time with this camera, green folder. And inside I have everybody's name, and they're clipped by campus. Like I have all the high school teachers clipped together. I have the elementary clipped together, and I have the middle school clipped together just to kind of find it a little bit easier. And if you have a sub on a certain day, it's going to be easier for me. Mr. Wagner suggested this, but put the date of this. If you're going to be out on a certain day, put the date, and just beside it put had substitute. I'm just trying to find a way I can keep up with who was out, and when someone fills in, to make sure the dates all add up. So if you had a sub, or maybe at the bottom of the page put the date and a sub had sub or something like that. That way I can keep up with who had a sub and what days the sub was there, in case the dates don't add up exactly. Because I'm going to have to sign off on those, and I want to make sure I'm correct on that. And student attendance, students will report to the cafeteria each morning when they get there. Now, I know that high school students sometimes just come in and go straight to their classrooms, but elementary and middle school students will come to the cafeteria. Parents are going to be dropping students off, and after the first day, they'll know this. They're going to come and drop students off at the cafeteria. So that parent car rider line is going to drop off at the cafeteria and go out that way. And they're going to pick up at the cafeteria. Buses are going to drop off in the bus lane. Any kids driving to school are going to park in the front parking lot, as they always have, and come in the front door. So we only want students coming in and out of the front doors and the cafeteria. And then when you come out of the cafeteria and go into the building, I think it's B Hall straight across there, because we're not going to be using other doors in and out of the campus. So if you find students doing that, we need to tell them to only use that side door towards the cafeteria and the front doors. And everybody's going to have to kind of be a team on that. Attendance. When they come in to the cafeteria, 7:30 is when they're going to start coming in the cafeteria and having breakfast. And I'll be in there, and then usually the pre-K kinder teachers are in there because their kids get there a little bit early. 7:30, they're going to drop them off. Buses will start coming at that time. I'm not going to ask anybody to come in at 7:30. Usually elementary teachers get there a little bit earlier, but by 7:45, I need all elementary and middle school teachers in the cafeteria to pick up your kids. At 7:50, we are planning on leaving the cafeteria, going to class so that we are started by 8 o'clock. I will have these folders for elementary teachers. Just like we've always done. I'm not changing anything on us this year. These folders will have your attendance in them and your grade books in them. You will pick that up from me in the mornings in the cafeteria and take that with you to your classrooms, and I will come around and pick those up from you about 15 minutes after the day gets started. Middle school and high school. Middle school, yours is on a Google Drive. It's been sent to you. High school, yours has also been sent to you via Google Drive. You're going to have your attendance sheet is one Google Drive that's got tab A, B, and C. You find your attendance page on there for your class, and you take the attendance that way. And no, I think that's how middle school's doing that. A, B, and C, you find your attendance tab and you click on it and take your attendance once. High school, you know the routine for this. You take attendance every class period when they come in. If there's any questions on any of that, I will help you with that. I will show you. And high school, you can probably show me a few things on that. But we'll work together and make sure this is working out. Let me look at what I got here. Yeah, that's all I have on that. Discipline. Students are going to follow the student code of conduct. A discipline referral will be written for any student not following the student code of conduct, and I will come to the room to get them. What I don't want to happen is for a student to be walking down the hall with their discipline referral, and it's going to be a handwritten discipline referral. We're not going to put them in Skyward and say, I'm going to the office, I've got a referral, because they may never end up coming to me. So if there's a problem, you're going to call 2009, I'll be in the conference room, or 2012 to Miss Baker, and she will find me, get me, and send me down to you. But I'll be walking the halls all over the building, checking to make sure things are okay. I don't feel like we'll have much of a problem, but we're not going to tolerate misbehavior at summer school. They're there to learn, and if they're not, we're not doing that. So in that student form they're taking home to their parents, it says two referrals, and there's a chance they're not coming back. So we're there to learn. If there's a problem, let me know. But we're also going to work on this relationship with kids, and that smaller group is an easy way to do that. So filling out this referral form, and those will also be in your folders when you get them. And if there's 2 or 3 in each one, I can't imagine us needing more than that. There's 16 days. Hopefully the kids can do this for 16 days. Let me know if you're having any problems with students, and I will come support you. Substitutes. All teachers are responsible for finding their own substitutes. If you're going to be out, please let me know so I will know to print off your attendance pages if you're one of the teachers that are doing your attendance on Google, and so I can have that for that substitute teacher. Just let me know ahead of time so I'll know what's happening. And if you're having trouble finding a sub, let me know so I can help you. We do not have scheduled break times throughout the day because we're only there for 4 hours. So if you need something, you need a break, something's come up, please let me know. I do not mind coming and covering your class for a few minutes so you can make that phone call, whatever you need to do, if you need a restroom break. But we know we cannot leave students unattended in class. Something's going to happen. We cannot leave and say, I was just running down to the the Coke machine. I was just running to the library for a minute. I just have a couple more things that I want to cover before we wrap it up. I want to show you guys middle school. I want to show you your attendance and your grade book real quick. I was able to pull this up. So you will go in, middle school teachers, to your drive, and you will be able to open your attendance. It's going to look like this. So let me open this up for you. And this will be Miss Cook's grade book, Group A, and you will take your attendance here. Over here it shows you either T for tardy or A for absent. You'll click it here. Each day you'll take that attendance on that first period class. Down at the bottom you'll see Group B. Group B will be for Mr. Recker. Take your attendance here. Group C is going to be for Ms. Timms. And then if you have a question about the attendance key, which is also listed on the right, you'll take it right here. You can look at it here, and that, or a P for present. That's pretty simple. We'll go back up to the top, click on middle school, and Mr. Recker's grade book. This is all you're going to receive. You're not going to receive everybody else's. I'm going to click on his grade book. You'll see the grade book here. It's loading, and it's going to automatically tally the grades for you. It's a pretty cool system here. Grades are going to be entered here. As soon as it loads, you'll be able to see this. So grades, you'll click here, you'll just put the grade in, and it'll automatically tally it for you. Next grade, you'll enter it here, it'll tally it for you, and on and on. And then when you have to do that progress report on June the 17th, you'll be sending a progress report home, and I will give you those progress report sheets. You will already have that tallied for you. Elementary, we're still doing it the old-fashioned way. Next year, I'll have you hooked up on something like this. And high school, you're not doing that because a lot of your kids are there for credit recovery. So middle school, you will have this already for you, and you'll just take that data right out of this sheet here. And then an individual report, you can look at an individual report and see that students' grades individually here. Let me go back. Let me close this out. This is pretty cool. I learned this from Coach Andrade. He put this together, and I looked at it and thought, wow, if I'd had a little more time, I would have hooked elementary up with this as well. High school, yours is going to look like this. You are going to go to Miss Aguilar. You're going to have your own tab here, and your attendance and grade book are going to be in one. So you're going to take your first period's attendance here. In the next tab, you're going to see your first period grade book. The next tab, you're going to have second period attendance. The next tab, you're going to have second period grade book. That is how that works for all high school teachers. So I can show you one more, which you probably don't need to see, but I'll show you. Miss Hancomer, first period attendance. And then the next tab would be first period grade book, followed by second period attendance. Here's second period attendance. Second period grade book, and so on. So they have one screen with everything in it. Okay. Now, a couple other things, and then we'll get out. Dismissal, please do not let students out early. If we are getting out at students are getting out at 10 for a class, let them out at 10 for a class. We're going to work in break times as we can rotate through the restrooms, so we'll work on that. Duties for teachers, we will have duties. I'm going to need some help at dismissal time, so I have built in a rotation for some to be helping me in the bus rider line, some to be helping in the car rider line. I have elementary school helping with the car rider line, and that car rider line is going to be coming up to the cafeteria at the high school. Car rider line usually takes a little longer. I will be in the bus rider line. So, and I have one typically middle school teacher rotating through to help me with that. As soon as the buses leave, I will head to the car rider line to help out there. For high school teachers, typically from 11:30 to 12, you guys have a planning period, but I am going to have you rotate through one person in the high school in the cafeteria with me each day. And as soon as all the high school kids are out, you guys are free to go. But I do have you on a schedule to help me out each day. W-4 forms, if you want anything changed on your W-4 so that you're bringing home more money during the summer for working those summer school hours, please see Miss Evans for that. Dress code, students are following the same dress code as they did all year. We're not doing anything different for summertime, so we're going to be enforcing that. If you have any questions with that, please see me. Teacher dress code, we are going to be able to wear jeans and a nice shirt or a spirit shirt. No shorts, no spandex, anything of that nature. We're not going to wear that this summer, so we are a little more lax with jeans and a nice shirt. We're going to appreciate that because we don't wear jeans during the school year much, so jeans it is. iPhones and phones for students. We're not going to have those phones out texting down the halls. We're going to do it like we do during the school year. So lunch is okay for high school. Breakfast is okay for high school. But other than that, phones are put away in the backpacks. We're not having them out. We're not going to hear them. As far as teachers go, we don't need to have phones out during instructional time. If you need to use your phone, you have something pressing, please let me know so I can know to expect that you'll be on your phone if we go by. If you get a call, you're expecting a doctor's call, you have a sick child at home, please let me know ahead of time. But we don't want our students on the phones during the day, and that goes same for teachers. We need to have the same standard. Just let me know if you have a problem with anything, and we'll be a little bit lenient on that. But for the most part, no phones. Teachers parking, we're going to be parking in the front of the building. Students are going to be parking in the front of the building and coming in and out of that front door. I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get done. Entering and exiting the building, everybody in and out there. Restrooms. I want to do this for the safety of our students. Most high school students are going to be in that front science lab, science hallway. Only reason they're going to be out of that science hallway is if they're walking to the cafeteria or they're going to that credit recovery. I believe it's 205. That's the only reason they're going to be going to down that hallway, down B hall. Elementary is going to be in A hall, using that A hall restroom. Middle school is going to be down where the library is in that hall, using that restroom. There's no need for these students to be in other areas walking around the hall. They're either going to be in class, using that restroom in that area, or out the door going home. I think that is it. I look forward to working with you this summer. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to call me, email me. I'm here for you. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.